The streets of Srinagar have turned into a battlefield. Indian security forces fired pellet guns and tear gas, trying to disperse thousands of protesters who shouted slogans and threw stones at them. Violence started on Tuesday when Indian security forces killed 3 civilians and injured dozens during a protest. Local police say one fighter was also killed during a raid on a house. On Friday, the violence continued and spread to other cities in Indian-administered Kashmir. As popular anger and explosions filled the streets, the family of Ashfaq Ahmed, one of the young men killed on Tuesday, mourned his death in silent grief.
He was martyred by a targeted shooting. A bullet was directly pumped into his heart. He was neither carrying a gun, nor was he even throwing stones. Couldn't they have fired at his legs, feet, or hands? Why the heart only?
They barged into our home without any reason and killed us. Look at my child. He had gone to participate in a funeral. They fired a bullet and killed him. Is this the justice they've done to me? What kind of justice is this?
Indian police say they had warned the protesters who came to the scene of the police raid and tried to shield the fighter before he was killed on Tuesday.
They should understand that coming close to the encounter site will jeopardize, will obstruct the ongoing operation, and that is why we don't want them to come close to them. It is their mistake.
For the fighters and protesters, it's a struggle for freedom that's been going on for nearly 70 years. They demand separation from India and say giving up is not an option.
We are seeing people being killed, young people being, blinded, maimed, killed. This is no solution. And if India believes that this oppression is going to, drive away people from their urge for freedom, it's not going. In fact, it has the opposite effect.
Over the last so many years, Government of India has used all kinds of violence against the people of Kashmir, and fear has been used and overused. And because of this overuse of fear, a lot of these young people do not fear anymore.
Kashmir, with its Muslim majority, has been unofficially divided by a ceasefire line between India and Pakistan since 1948. The dispute has already triggered several wars between the two nations. Mohammed Vall, Al Jazeera.